What is up? Welcome to the Beer Math Podcast. I am Brady, and this is my co-host,
Corey. We are finally here for you guys.
Yeah, we've talked a lot of shit about doing this for a long time, and we're finally here. So, welcome.
Long time coming.
Yeah, roll the fucking intro.
So, a little bit about me. My name is Corey, obviously, as you guys heard in the intro. I'm 34, father of two, just a blue-collar working fool. Like to get online, drink beer and talk shit, and per requested, we joked around about a podcast for months, and everybody kept asking about a podcast, and
Yeah, here we are.
we pulled the trigger. And now we're here with you fine folks.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about me.
Well, I guess it's my turn. So, my name's Brady, 30, father of two. I'm also a blue-collar working fool. I guess the main reason why we started this is because a lot of people kind of respected our opinions on a lot of things. You know, we're kind of both fed up with the way the world's going and how men aren't allowed to be men anymore. And, so we just came on here to put our opinions on camera for all of you.
Yeah.
So
you guys can agree, disagree, whatever you got to do. We're just we're putting our 2 cents out there for you guys to take it however you like.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
We're not trying to hurt feelings. Nothing is meant to be offensive. It's just our opinion. So
Yeah.
if you like what you hear, subscribe and continue to watch us discuss random stuff.
Yeah. And just a blanket statement. Bear with us. This is going to be garbage for a while. We're learning as we go. We have no clue what we're doing.
None.
So we're going to fumble a lot. We're going to do a lot of things we shouldn't do. A lot. It is what it is. But we have a lot of plans a lot of shenanigans. We eventually want to have a lot of cool guests on. We've talked about like veterans. Corey knows some people in the boxing community, so stuff like that. We want to, bring on more or less just manly dudes that are still dudes and not just sissified by society.
And most of these guys, and it's females too. I mean, they can give their input too as well. But most of these guys we were referring to have went through it growing up with absent fathers or abusive fathers or whatever the case may be, and they still had to find their way through it to become manly men, so to say. So we'll get them on here one by one eventually, and let you guys get their intake as well. So
yeah. So I guess little meaning behind the name. Any guys that are out there drinking beer and stuff, and you start drinking and trying to explain something to somebody, everybody calls it doing beer math. So we came up with the name Beer Math, and it's just going to be a lot of beer drinking, a lot of shenanigans, and a lot of rambling.
Essentially, I mean, guys start drinking and they start solving worldly problems, so they think. But
So
that's what we started doing off TikTok. That's where we started, and our rambling nonsense drinking
turned into
people want to hear us more and more. So
now we're going to try
our request.
Hand at a podcast, I guess.
We're here for you guys.
So just so you guys can get a little bit more background on who we are, we're going to follow with this trend of like TikTok podcast people, and we're going to do a draft game. It's going to be top 5 things you can't live without. Basically, we'll take turns. Somebody will go first. If Corey says something that was on my list of top 5 things I can't live without, then I can't say that. I have to come up with another thing of top 5 things that I can't live without. So, how do you want to decide who goes first? You want to run a quick rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, ready?
2 out of 3?
I'll just run one. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, you're
right
up.
On.
First round draft pick, first round overall.
Whew, the pressure. All right, first thing I can't live without: materialistic stuff.
Yeah, this is all just materialistic stuff. We're not counting wives and kids and family members. That's obvious. But this is belongings. Talk to me, Goose.
I don't, man.
I mean, it can be anything.
Every day I start with Red Bull, so I got to go with Red Bull, man.
Right
Energy.
on.
You know, I got to get Red Bull in there because that's how I start my day.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I have. Well, I don't use this every day, but I have one somewhere in my vicinity every day. I got to go with a firearm. I'm not to say that I'm a paranoid person, but you know, I got people to protect in my life, so I need a firearm.
I dig that. Number 2 for me. Every day, man. I'm gonna go with weights, just because I'm getting back into it.
Yeah, that's a big part of your life.
I did powerlifting for quite a few years, and after injury, I finally getting back into it, and
yeah,
it's gonna be exciting.
My number 2 is gonna be a phone. I hate it. I hate that I'm glued to it, but it's 2022. You can't fucking live without it.
I'd love to not take mine anyway.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But like, I look back on my life as a child in like the 90s and early 2000s. I'm like, how the fuck did we survive without cell phones?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Such a simpler time.
I hate it. I'm glued to it. It's evil, but it is what it is. I need a phone.
Man. All right. Well, I'm gonna pull one out here. My number 3 would be music.
There you go.
Music has been along with lifting weights, man. Music is my it's like a therapy for me.
Hell yeah.
So it's been one of my biggest.
You're
things.
getting deep. I'm just like, I need these items in my daily life.
Yeah.
I'm sitting over here thinking about chapstick and you're talking about music.
Well, music. I listen to music all day, every day.
Yeah, I get that.
Everything's got music in it.
Yep. Is it my turn?
What you got for number 3?
Number 3. Something I couldn't live without.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a good pair of boots.
Ooh.
Good pair of boots, like good, high-end, high-quality boots.
Thorough goods or something.
Yeah, I mean, because, dude, I even walk around in tennis shoes sometimes, and my feet just hurt because I'm just like, these things are junk.
Man.
I need a good pair of boots. I'm practical.
Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to live without.
What are we on? You're on number 4. 4th round.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't need a whole lot. I'm trying to think of something else. What do I use on a daily basis? Man. I'm drawing a blank, bro. I don't know.
You gotta think of something, man.
Yeah, apparently.
Putting you on the spot. We should have.
Yeah, money.
Money? Yeah, have facts. Yeah, that probably would have been number 4 for me as well.
I
honestly.
chase money like it's a girl that tried to leave me that I didn't want to leave.
Money would have been on my list too, for sure. Surprised it wasn't higher on your
I'm
list, to be
addicted.
honest with you.
Yeah.
This one is again going to be like the cell phone for me. I hate it. It is part of, something I'm trying to not need in my life. But some form of nicotine, probably, because if I don't have it, I'm going to fight somebody. It's a guarantee. I'll probably get beat up, but that's okay.
Huh.
I'm glued to nicotine for a while. It is what it is,
Yeah. I'm going to say my 5th thing is work. As much as I bitch about working and stuff.
I don't think necessarily you mean work. I think you need something that gives you purpose.
Yeah, but...
Because if you had unlimited amount of money, you're not going to work every day.
No, I'm not going, probably not to the
But
job
you'll be
right
out
now.
here, you would be moved out west somewhere, like running cows or whatever, you know what I mean?
Working,
So,
yeah,
but
working
that's
just
still
gives
work.
me purpose.
100%. I can agree
That's
with
what
that.
I do,
Yeah.
A long time. Number 5, Pal, what do you got?
Number 5. Things I can't live
5th
without.
and final.
Damn. That's what I say. I said
You got firearm,
phone, boots,
nicotine.
and nicotine.
Probably the dumbass hats, to be honest with you.
I could live without a hat. I mean, I love my hats. Don't get me wrong. I got a dope collection of hats, but I could live without a hat. Nah, I think number 5 would be, just sticking to the practical theme, I got to go with like a knife.
A knife? Okay.
Yeah, I need like a pocket knife, a good pocket knife. You know what I mean?
I probably got 20 or 30 of them.
Yeah. Oh, as do I.
I got 2 or 3 in the truck. I don't carry one every day at work just because I don't want to scratch vehicles up.
Well, that and we have them in our toolbox. There's one in my toolbox, guarantee it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would
So that's
be.
a little insight of.
I'm just saying, I would just like you to note that my draft list
Yeah.
would out-survive the fuck out of your draft list.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is, but
Yeah. But my mind will be right. I'll have money and energy. And I'll
that's
be
fair.
strong.
That's fair. You'll have money. You'll have money, so you can buy everything on my list. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just
Fair enough.
That's just an insight to our everyday lives and stuff we think about day in, day out. The stuff we listed off, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I can confidently say for you too that you don't go a day without touching something on that list.
Yeah, 100%.
Or using something on that list.
Speaking of something on that list.
A little backstory on me. I like going on the blue collar thing. I've been working full time since I was 14. Dropped out of school, went to work. Been working ever since. Got a GED. Got an associate's degree in accounting that I don't even use, and been doing auto glass ever since. Did years of boxing and powerlifting. That was cool while it lasted. Definitely beat your body up quick. So now I'm just raising a family and starting a podcast.
Yeah, we're podcasters now.
Yeah, we're podcasters apparently.
Well, I guess
that's cool.
I guess we're going to do that. Explain the whole back lifestyle thing. I grew up as a skater kid, except I couldn't skateboard worth a shit. I rode BMX. I raced BMX for a very long time. Traveled the country racing BMX. Grew up on bicycles, on two wheels, dirt bikes, whatever. And then I grew up and I realized that I can't do that for the rest of my life. So I tried college. That didn't work out. Quickly realized that and dropped out and went to work. Started doing construction for a long time. And that's kind of still like my trade, except for right now, like my wife is in nursing school. Well, when you work construction, you work 12, 13, 14-hour days. That doesn't work when you have two kids and a wife in nursing school. So I work with this guy now. And I'm learning a new skill, which is a very, very lucrative skill, actually. If you get good at it, you can, do an auto glass. So that's where I'm at now. And I've decided to take my free time and turn it into something that I kind of always had a passion for, which was, I grew up in the Jackass era. So, as did you, really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I grew up in the Jackass era. It was, ride your bike off of shit and then film it. So I've always kind of had a passion for making videos and stuff. And we started doing the whole TikTok live thing, and that kind of took off a little bit, not crazy amount, but we were doing okay. And we always kicked around the idea of a podcast. Here we are. So
Yeah. And we've never even, this is just something recent too, because we've known each other for what?
I'd say every bit of 8 years.
Yeah, 8,
Because
9
I've known
years.
your brother for 10 years, and I met you the night your brother's house got on fire.
Yeah, 8, 9 years or so. And we've hung out from time to time before that, but once you start working, we just kind of clicked and did our
Well,
own
it
thing.
was like, so basically, again, this is going to be the most random podcast, and I apologize. It will get better, I promise. But so him and I started working together. I used to work with his brother doing construction. Now I work with him and his brother doing auto glass. And, him and I started hanging out, and I had a small, very small, like 12,000 followers on TikTok, something like that. And we would go live one night when we were drinking, and then, people started staying, and they would come back every time. And then it was like,
created a little following.
created a little following. We have a very small group of people that tune in every time we go live and stuff. And it was always like, this is basically just doing a podcast. It's just live.
Yeah.
Well, we've started to run into issues with that of, having the ability to stay on a live. So
There's too much stipulations, and they just
you mess up one time and you're gone for a whole week or 2 weeks or 3 days or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
we decided let's take our same thing we're doing. Let's just do it not live, basically.
Correct.
Sit here, look at a camera, talk shit, drink beer, but we're not live.
Well, most of the people on TikTok, they get big like that, and they do that for money. I mean, the gifts and the money is cool, but this is just something we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
We don't give a damn, if we make money. If we make money, cool.
Yeah.
We're not going into it with intentions to be signing big-ass endorsement deals anytime. But we just enjoy talking shit, drinking beer, and Apparently, people love listening to that stuff for
And
whatever fucking reason.
I'm the type.
Appreciate you.
I'm a gearhead. With whatever I do, whatever I get into, whatever hobby it is, I like the gear. I like playing with camera equipment more than I like filming videos. But I can't spend all this money on camera equipment and not film a video. So this is like the perfect thing for both of us because it's just what we do every day at work. We're sitting here talking shit, but now we're doing it in a camera into a microphone. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so that's pretty much a rundown of us, why we're doing it, what we're doing, and just a little backstory on us so you know us more, I guess. Yeah, I mean, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
So we can get into a little bit more what kind of stuff we are.
I guess like why you want to talk about why we decided to start a podcast because of the opinions that we have.
Yeah, essentially because the whole being a manly man is essentially frowned upon in today's day.
Yeah.
Today's time. You know what I mean? Why? I have no fucking clue. It's not okay to be a tough guy. It's not that we're trying to bully anybody or whatever, but back in the day, a man stood for something, and today it's not necessarily the case at all. So we discuss that daily,
especially because both of us have boys. Actually, both of us have 2-year-old boys.
Yeah,
and it's like my son's going to grow up to turn 18. And I don't know what the world's going to look like in 16 years when my son becomes a man and he's supposed to go out in the world and provide for himself and then eventually a family and whatever. And it's like, back in the day, even before our time, it was, you grew up, you watched your dad, and most of the time you followed in his footsteps or you took your own path, but you went out, you worked your ass off, and you provided for a family, you build a life for yourself.
We had goals and morals. You didn't expect anything to be handed to you. You didn't expect to just skate by. And mediocrity is too common now.
Yeah.
There's no drive for, and it's not even just guys. There's no drive for anybody anymore to want to kick ass at whatever you do. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. Be the best there is. That's just all there is to it. Be proud of what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if I'm going to raise my son. I don't care what he does. I'm not saying he has to be a man of whatever. He winds up being gay one day. It is what it is.
I've always said
he's going to have morals and he's going to do what's right.
And not to even go off topic, and this is just kind of like where I stand on things. It's like, and the other thing too, like branching off of that, everybody is so easily victimized and easily offended and easily lets people just push them around. Nobody stands up for themselves anymore.
No.
And I've said that since day one. I've had friends like, well, what are you going to do if your son turns out gay? I don't give a fuck. That's fine. But you're not going to let people push you around. You're not going to take shit from anybody.
That you're not going to just sit on your ass and not want to work for something.
100% too. You know what I mean? But like, that's the thing. Like, I don't care what you do in life. Like you said, I don't care if you work at McDonald's. But find something you love, find something you're good at, and make money off of it.
Yeah.
Especially now, today's day and age, there's so much money to be made on the internet that there's no reason to be broke in this world. There's really not. Find something you're good at, find something you like, and figure out a way to make money on it. Yeah. But also, don't take no shit from anybody. That's the thing it's like you can't, if somebody says something that you don't like, you can't correct them on it anymore because then you're being too aggressive or you have to worry about, back in the day when my dad was a kid, if he went out to a bar and somebody talked shit, they'd get into a fist fight, it'd get broken up by the bouncers, and then somebody'd buy somebody a beer and it was done. Now, you don't get into a fist fight without getting into putting handcuffs.
Dad, you hurt my feelings, and you're called, a racist or a bigot or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
There's too many, I'm not saying you can't have feelings by any means, but just leave your fucking feelings out of it, It's not everybody's going to agree with what you say. Not everybody's going to go with what you're doing.
The whole saying of sticks and stones, that old thing is lost in this generation.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. You can't say nothing to anybody anymore. And it's like, I mean, trust me, we could sit here for hours and hours and hours talking about all the problems we find in the world, and believe me, you'll hear them eventually. But I would say that both Corey and I are very old school people.
100%.
And I credit my old school mentality. My parents were a lot older when they had kids. You know, my mom was 40 when she had me. So I was raised by somebody, like if she would have had kids at an average age, I'd be in my 40s right now, but I'm not. So, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just my parents raised me right. I don't know. But I just find the way people raise their kids nowadays to be absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, they're trying to be it's one thing. I think most parents are trying to be their kids' friend.
Yeah, 100%.
You're not raising a buddy. If you want a buddy, go find a friend. You got to raise these kids with morals. You know what I mean? I can't stand the whole, he's just throwing a fit.
Yeah.
The fuck he is. It's because you let him keep doing it. Trust me, I understand. There's with our kids being 2 years old and stuff. There's not much you can tell them because they're 2.
Yeah.
They're just getting into the whole understanding and learning a little bit, but even that they're not there yet. So you can't just beat it out of them as much as I had it beat out of me.
Same.
But then again, it goes on to the thing of there's no fear.
Yeah, no.
And I'm not saying you have to fear everybody or fear this, but these kids and even adults, they do this shit. What's there to fear?
Yeah.
You're going to go to jail and have your shit paid for, and there's no repercussions. You'll be out in 6 months.
Well, even that, they're not, because there's so many people acting like fucking idiots nowadays. Jails are so goddamn full.
Yeah, they're not taking you.
They're not taking you for nothing.
So even if you do get in trouble, here's some community service, pay a fine, back out there. So there's no repercussion for it.
Because there's so many people just sitting doing fucking life in prison, wasting tax dollars
over dumb stuff.
Over shit that they should have just been,
I'll
leave that one
on
alone.
Another episode.
That's a whole other podcast episode, y'all. But
no, for sure, man. We're big on morals. Being a man of their word. If you're gonna say something, you're gonna do something.
just
Do
being a good person.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's too many people out
nobody
there.
like it's I'm the type of person, if I see somebody broke down on the side of the road or something like that, like if I can or if I feel like it's a safe situation to do, I'll stop and be, hey, you good or whatever. Sometimes a lot of the times I end up just driving by, but if I feel like there's something I can do to help somebody, I'm going to help them. A lot of people don't do that anymore. There's no more help your neighbor or be a good neighbor. It's just
It's everybody for themselves.
Everybody's just, how can I help myself get better?
What do I get out of it?
Yeah,
The
100%.
entitled society, which is, I probably hands down the fucking downfall of this country. Everybody's owed something.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a blank piece of paper and show you a list of shit you're owed.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's a gist of why we wanted to talk to you guys.
And it's not, I don't want everybody to think like, it's just going to be 2 drunk dudes ranting, because it's not.
No.
There's going to be a lot of
this is just an opening.
kind of get to know who we are kind of thing. But there's going to be a lot of moments where you're going to piss yourself laughing. Trust me. It's going to get weird. It's going to get funny. It's going to get serious. It's going to get angry. It's going to be a lot of shit. And it's going to be real confusing, because it could be, a real serious episode 1 week and then some shit that don't make no damn sense, but it's hilarious the next. And we have no idea what we're doing. We have no idea where we want to go with this, really. We just know
We have some topics and some stuff, like we talked about earlier with the whole having people on. I know a veteran guy that was overseas, did a couple tours. Dude's got some interesting stories. I know a couple of them, actually. And he knows some guys with some past and stuff like that have everyday struggles that most people don't even know about. So, like you said, it's going to be some serious shit. There's going to be a lot of dumb shit. We're just winging this shit, to be honest with you guys. I mean, we're doing our first episode of the podcast tonight.
Yeah.
We're doing a fucking photo shoot tomorrow for a calendar that was a goddamn joke. And
it started out as a joke on the internet on TikTok Live, and
people love it.
now
for some reason.
we're roped into doing it.
Big fat bearded dudes,
So don't take this episode for anything, because I haven't even, this is kind of like a case of ADHD because we're all over the place. But and it's probably gonna be terrible, but it'll get better. We're gonna figure out, get better at editing and figuring out actually setting a plan for a podcast.
Yeah, we're just kind of winging it opening night to
Get something out there.
Yeah, just start it, because we've been talking about it for so long. We've been putting it off. Got some few things in. We want to get more stuff for it, but we haven't got it yet. So we're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna put it out there. Let the people hear this, and then we'll just slowly start getting better and better.
Yeah.
So.
And we'll learn. I watch podcasts all the time, so
Yeah.
I will definitely take that and try to put it towards what we're doing. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll get better eventually.
Yeah.
We're learning.
And we're here.
You guys can bear with us and just keep liking the videos, subscribing. So we'll tag everything in it, and we'll let you guys know when they're out. We'll post some little clips to both of our TikToks. We have a Beer Math TikTok now.
Yep. So if you see this, subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
I will do my best when I post this video to link to, between the two of us, we have 5 TikTok accounts. So I will probably link to like my main account, Corey's main account, and then the Beer Math podcast account.
Yeah.
And then, obviously we will try to tag other social medias and stuff, but I don't know.
We'll post clips to our TikTok as well.
Yeah.
That way, there's gonna be funny skits and stuff we'll do, and we got all kinds of shit planned. Like you said, this is kind of just a fucking scattered brain opening night.
Yep.
We will get better. We do have some stuff planned. Different challenges that people want us to do, and just random shit. So I don't know what else you want to add.
I guess hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below what you guys want to see. Let us know if there's any
Stuff you want us to do, see us,
if there's
talk
any
about.
people, especially TikTokers, because I feel like TikTokers are more easily reachable than other celebrities. But if there's anybody you guys know of or want to see on the show, let us know. Obviously, it's probably not going to happen for a while because nobody knows who the hell we are. But you never know. We could get there. So
We'll be there.
we'll be there.
I'll take a little bit of time, but we'll get there.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys for watching.
Yes.
And again, please like and subscribe. And we will catch you guys next week.
Peace out.
Later.